We've changed places after halftime, and we have the ladies in the back, 2/3 of a tie, but Suzanne and Alan in the front with $150. Gary, I said we'd find out about your name. Your name is Mule Deer.
Yeah.
Is that your real name?
Not my real name.
What is your real name?
My real name's Miller.
Miller.
Yeah.
Why did you change it to Mule Deer?
I've never had to answer that before. People have trouble enough just remembering what it is, trying to pronounce it. It's an animal back home that people hunt a lot, which I don't like to see anymore.
Yeah.
But they always make a mistake. Just before they get away, they always stop and look back before they go over the top of the hill.
The mule deer does?
It's sort of like my career.
I see.
But it fits right in.
And that's when they would nail him, huh?
Yeah. That's
Gary Mule Deer.
That's it.
Well, now we know, and who could ever forget Mule Deer? I could never forget that. Ladies, if you're ready to go, this question's worth $150. Recently on TV, the news covered 2 researchers in Seattle who asked people on the street, as a part of a study on human inhibition, to show them their navels. It's true. Most people did. If they ask you, would you show them your navel? Yes or no? Okay. Research on the street in Seattle, and most people did. Would you show them your navel? Go away, ladies, and think about it. See if you want to. We'll start with you, Gary. Gary,
yeah.
Gary,
Mule Miller.
Oh, right.
Miller Deer.
I was going to say horses. Never mind.
That's all right. Oh, sure.
You would?
Oh, yeah. I think
No,
so.
wait. I asked her.
Oh, sure, she would.
You think so?
And she's probably doing it right now.
Really? The blue section keeps yelling for Deborah every time. You notice that? Okay. Yes. The answer is yes. She would do it. Okay. Here she comes. Deborah, what would you do if they came up to you on the street and asked you to show your navel? Would you show them?
Yes.
That's right. That's very good. I think...
I have an inner.
And I really think it's a tribute to the maturity of our host here that I haven't mentioned the fact that we're all crazy to see it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Deborah.
Right.
No, we wouldn't do that. Charles?
Would she show her name?
Yes. Would Elizabeth show her name?
Good. Oh, yes, definitely. Amazingly so.
Why? You mean you wouldn't if I'd asked you?
No, I wouldn't. I would, but if I thought if she was going to answer for me, she would say no, but I would. But she knows I have other inhibitions about other areas. So anyway, she would show hers.
Yeah, she would.
You know, you're getting very serious, like a medical program, like David Horowitz. I get very nervous here now.
There's nothing serious about a navel.
Well, you're so serious, like a medical thing. It should be on Sunday afternoons instead of every day.
Welcome to Inside. Okay, here she comes. You'll say yes. Here comes Elizabeth.
Tell me the blue if I don't get this.
No, they won't. They love you. You kidding? Elizabeth, if you were on the street and these fellas came up to you and said they were making this study, would you show them your navel?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know what was going on there, but it was like a 4-act play. It went on forever.
No, it was
Charles, it was only about a navel, not the whole thing. Oh, why not?
That's right. That's what it was. You're right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Alan, what was Suzanne saying?
Well, Suzanne looks very outgoing. Right?
And that's true. There goes the blue section again.
Right? Do you believe that, the blue section?
Yeah.
She looks very outgoing, but I discovered recently we took a little vacation in Tahiti together.
Huh.
And one of the things that's peculiar to Tahiti is the fact that all the ladies sunbathe topless. And believe it or not, it was one of the most miserable vacations we have ever had.
Why is that?
Well, because I have very good eyes. And when you're in Tahiti for a week and there's nothing else to do, I never lay down once. I sat up on the beach all the time we were there.
You never got any rest, right?
And there's really nothing else to look at.
Right.
See? And she got more and more uptight, and by the end of the week she was talking without opening her mouth.
Right.
You know. But in the face of that,
yes,
I would have to say that Suzanne, being the mischievous little lady that she is...
Yeah. I forgot the question, you know that? I have no idea what we said here.
Would probably show her navel to almost anybody.
Yeah, except in Tahiti.
That's right.
Where it's redundant.
That's right.
Okay, here she comes now. Hey, Suzanne.
Yes.
They're making a survey on the street in Seattle. I got to read this again. And to test human inhibition. Most people showed their navels. Would you show your navel if they asked you?
You know, when I was younger, I would have showed anybody anything if they would show me theirs. But the answer is no.
Oh, that's not what he said. He said yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? No. Are you kidding? She is, I mean, if she were a guy, she'd put a lampshade on her head and drop her pants at a party.
Really? Well, how about if we offered her $1.25? Would she do it anyway? Okay. I'm sorry. Elizabeth and Charles and Deborah and Gary split that in half, and we have a three-way tie. And we'll come back in a moment with a $300 question, and we'll break that tie. Would you show your navel? Huh?
Stay tuned. Game
Which is not too often happening at this point. $150 for everybody. We have a $300 question. We'll break the tie, perhaps. Ladies, our magic genie says, if you so wish it, you'll never be sad again. Would you make that wish? Yes or no? Think it over. Good question. Goodbye.
What?
If you wish it, our magic genie will fix it so that you will never be sad again. Would Elizabeth take that deal? Oh, you can talk
It's a
now.
hard
Okay.
question.
Never be sad again.
She would say she wouldn't put a name on the list. She would choose to be sad at times again, I think.
So she wouldn't make the wish. The answer is no.
I think.
No, I think is not what we're after. Yes or no? You say no. She wouldn't want to do that. She would be sad again.
Yes,
Okay, here she comes.
I think.
All right. Elizabeth, our magic genie says if you so wish it, you'll never be sad again. Would you make that wish? Yes or no?
That's such a tough question. Because, I think Charles said no.
That's what he said. You're right.
Yeah. He knows me.
Absolutely right.
That would
Alan?
be so boring.
Alan, what will Suzanne say?
Well, Suzanne has suffered a great deal in her short life. She's had a lot of sadness and some joy, and we have shared the sadness and the joy together. And I would think that she's probably thinking that I wouldn't say yes, because that would make her a very shallow person. I mean, to only experience happiness and no sadness is very superficial. So I would have to say that, boy, this is tough. Yeah, I would have to say that she would say that she'd like to be a little sad once in a while. So I guess my answer is no. I guess it is no.
No,
Yeah.
the answer is no. Here she comes. We'll find out. Suzanne,
Yes.
our magic genie says if you so wish it, you'll never be sad again. Would you make that wish? Yes or no?
Oh, it's so hard. I believe in living in the positive. I would say yes.
No. Alan said no.
I knew you was going to say
It's
that.
hard.
I know.
It is hard. You see that?
He
It's that
said
way
I
of
liked-
taking it.
he said
This
I
is for the
liked
game,
that.
Gary. What do you think Deborah will say?
I think she'll say no.
She wouldn't take it.
Yeah.
She'd rather have some ups and downs. in her
Yeah,
life.
she writes a lot, and I notice when she's down a lot too, she writes some really beautiful things. Things come out. So, and I'd have to change my whole life. So,
For you?
yeah, I would.
The answer is no.
No.
For her. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here she comes. Deborah, this will decide the game. This is it. Our magic genie says if you wish it, you will never be sad again. Would you make that wish? Yes or no?
No.
That's the one. You got it. Deborah and Gary, Elizabeth and Charles are right. We pay it off. We have a tie. The Blues and the Reds win it. We'll come back in a moment and give the Blues and the Reds their money. You make that wish. The Reds won $300. We had $1,000. Those two sections will divide $1,600. Not bad. Thank you, everybody, and thank you for watching us on Tattletales. Bert Comedy saying so long. I'll see you next time.
Game show host. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Best of Family Feud, weeknights at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific on Game Show Network.